Alright, try your hands on this sample. Type the information here similar to what you did. So you type the information here and then you compute the results as we did similarly. You can pause the video and type, but for now, for want of time, we are continuing. Let's take the third sample, and for this I have already typed in Spreadsheet, but you can check and type it. Okay, so you can pause this one as well. When you are done with the second sample, you can then type this one. We have products here whose old prices are these, but we are to create new prices. The price of each price for each product has increased by 5%, so we are to compute the new price, which is 5% of the old price added to the old price itself to give us the new price. Okay, let us look at how we will compute this in Spreadsheet. Okay, so we have it over here. Let me put it somewhere here. Yeah, this is better, please. All right, so we have these here. I say if you've not typed it, please pause the video and type, but because of want of time, I've already typed it. Okay, so we can go faster. What will be the formula to compute the new price here? If you remember, we have an adage like, or should I say an axiom like, there are several ways to kill a cat. So we have different ways of creating the formula that will give us the same results, either on paper or within the computer. However, what is important is we have to convert whatever we write on paper in a format that the spreadsheet program can understand. So for instance, there are several ways. One of them will be to move this one to this point, and let's say I can put here added price. Okay, so this is where I will be entering the new prices. Sorry, the new the additional. I'll be computing the additional prices here, which will be added to this one to make the new price. So for instance, you notice that it seems like this text is cut short. We can expand this column so that the column width, so that all the text can be seen. What you do is you place the mouse pointer on the border between the two columns, that is L and M. If you put the pointer on it, you notice the pointer symbol has changed. You press and hold on the left mouse button and then you drag it rightwards. So we have expanded our column width now. But another way to do so will be to use the wrap text. Okay, what you do is you select the cell whose text seems to be cut short, then you click the wrap text button here. You notice that the width of the height of the row is expanded, and then the following the first text appears on the first line, then the succeeding text is moved to the next line, as you learned in Microsoft Word. So let us compute the additional prices here. So we said 5% of the old prices will be the additional price, isn't it? Alright, so you type here equals, what is this cell? It is what? K 2 multiplied by, we are finding 5% of what? 55. So if you must you recollect, this is how it will be. Okay, into bracket 5 divided by 100. Okay, then I'll close. Then I'll press enter. Alright, so I have the new price, sorry, the additional price for this, which is for 2.57. I'll do same for this one. Find the additional percentage of this old price, which is J3, sorry, it's K3, K3 multiplied by, into bracket, 5 divided by 100. Then I'll close. So the additional one is what? 3.2. Instead of typing 100 over 5 over 100, you can also type, when you on your calculator, when you divide 5 by 100, you get 0.05. So instead of typing 5 divided by 100, you can simply type equals K. We are doing it for the this one, so it's K4 multiplied by 0.05 to give you the same results that the 0 over 5 would have given you. Let us do for this. What will be the formula? Type it and let's see. Yeah, it will be K5 multiplied by 0.05. Press enter. Equals K6 multiplied by 0.05, K7 multiplied by 0.05. Sorry, you see I forgot to bring the equal sign, so it is not recognized as what? As formula. It is seen as text. So if you remember, I told you it is only the equal sign that is used to signal the program and the computer, okay, that whatever is being entered is a formula. So this is a typical example for you. So I've got my equal sign, enter. Now it is done. Equals K8 multiplied by 0.05. Alright, so there we have our additional prices, and we are going to add to this to get a new price. So simple, you have equals K2, we are adding this and that, plus, what is this cell reference? L2, isn't it? And then what do? You press the enter key. So you have the new price here now. Okay. To do the same for this one, we have K3 plus L3, equals K4 plus L4, K5 plus L5. Alright, K6 plus L6. I hope you are following what we are doing. Equals K7 plus L7 plus K7 equals K8 plus L8. Enter. So we have the new prices for the products. If I prefer, instead of creating this new one, I won't do so. Let me copy this text here. So I'll select it, right click and click copy. I'll bring it down here and paste. Okay, and I'll type equals so new price, press enter. I can use a different method for getting the same results here. Okay, so I'll, for instance, say equals, the cell reference of this is what? K12. So K12 plus bracket open K12 multiplied by 0.05. Then I'll close it. So what we are telling the computer to do is take the value in K12 and add it to what you have here in this bracket. So here we are putting K12 again, which is the old price, multiplied by what? 0.5. So this one will give us the additional price which we have here. Then it will be added to the old price which is here. Okay, and then you press the enter key. So you see that we have different ways of getting the same results. So I'll press enter. What do you see here? The value here is the same as the value here, isn't it? They're the same results. We have different formulas we can use. So you have to use your ingenuity and innovation, okay, your math skills in creating formulas. But make sure the formula you give the computer will give you the right results. Okay, so the same thing applies here. Equals K13, okay, multiplied by, we are bringing addition here into bracket K13, okay, multiplied by 0.5. 0.05. Okay, so same here, K14 multiplied by 0. Oh dear. Okay, let me put this. Okay, 0.05 into bracket plus K14 is the same results that we are going to get. Okay, Let me correct this. Let me put the addition here. Let me remove these brackets. Okay, press enter. And there we have it. Okay, then we have K15 plus into bracket K15 multiplied by 0.05. I hope you are following. What will be the formula for this one? Alright, let me see if you got it correct. K16 plus into bracket K16 multiplied by 0.05. Last but 1 equals K17 K17 plus K17 17 multiplied by 0.05 0.5 enter. Then you have equals K18 added to K18 multiplied by 0.05 bracket close enter. So you see that all the results that are here is the same results that are here, but we have different formulas. Okay. Alright. Let's just take our third sample. And here we have these products and the quantities that have been bought by, let's say, a retailer are these. Now each unit or carton costs these prices. So we want to find the total cost. If you remember your profit and loss concepts very well, the cost price, will be the multiplication of the costs. The total cost will be the cost of units, the units cost multiplied by the quantity that is bought. I hope you remember that one very well. Let us put that in Excel. So you can pause the video and type the information in Excel. But for want of time, I have already typed it over here. Okay. So how do we compute for the total cost for each of the products here? It's multiplication, simple. So we will type, what will be the formula for this? We want to find the total cost for tomato. Type it in your spreadsheet program and let's see. Alright, so if you type equals, the cell is B12 multiplied by C12 then press the enter key, then you are correct. Okay, I think the value here was 4, so let me type 4 here. This one will also be equals to B13, isn't it, multiplied by C13. So C13, press the enter key. For salt, similarly, it will be equals to what? Yes, it will be equals to B14 multiplied by C14. Press the enter key. This one will be B15 multiplied by C15. Press the enter key. I hope you are finding it interesting. Alright, what will be the formula for garden X to give us the total cost for garden S? You know it already, to be B16 multiplied by C16. Press enter. There you have your results. Now you are asked to compute the grand total over here. We have to find the grand total for all the total costs. It's simple math, you know, we have to use the perform the additional operations. So we have equals this cell reference is what? D12. So D12 plus D13, isn't it? Plus D14 plus D15 plus D16. Okay, then when you are done, you press the enter key. Alright, so now we have the grand total here. Now let's see if I change this one to, let's assume that the quantity bought is changed to 13. Now press enter. After pressing enter, what do you see here? You notice the total cost for tomatoes are what? Has been recomputed. And then the grand total is also recomputed automatically by the computer. That is what gives spreadsheet program its power over the ledger book. So that if you change any value at all, any computed result that is affected by the value, that result is recomputed, if you remember. Alright, I hope you are finding Excel very interesting. Let's take our next, which will be our last but one sample. which is we are giving students scores in exercises, and you have to find the totals of the exercises, the totals of the quizzes, then the grand total, which is going to be the sum of the exercises total, and then the quiz total. And then we have to find 30% on the grand total, which will be our CA. Yeah, you know what CA is, continuous assessment. Okay, so you can pause the video and type the information in Excel. But for want of time, I have already typed it, which is on sheet 2. I've created an additional sheet here, which is sheet 2. If you want to create additional sheets, you just click this button here, the new sheet button. So you just click it, the new sheet is added for you. Okay, but for us, the information is here. So I started typing. Let me continue typing it. We have 14 here. We have 16. Okay, we leave this space. Quiz 1, 12, 15, 12, 14. We still have 25, 20, 22, and 17. Okay, so these are student scores. We have to find the totals for these. We have learned the first way of entering formulas, which is by strictly the typing method. But earlier I told you that we have two ways, and let us look at how we use the second way or method to enter a formula. The second way is the point and click. So rather than typing cell addresses manually, you can point and click on the cells you want to include in your formula. The reason why I wanted you to be typing was simply for you to be conversant with the how you type it if you are not using the point and click. And it's for the purpose of, let's say, if you have to write the formula on paper, you will not use point and click, you have to write it. That is why I taught you how to type it first. Now we are going to the second method. Let us look at the procedure for creating a formula using the point and click method. Step 1 says select the cell that will contain the formula. Step 2, type the equal sign. 3, select the cell you want to reference first in the formula. And then 4, type the mathematical operator you want to use. 5, select the cell you want to reference second in the formula. I omitted 1, which is what to repeat 4 and 5 if there are other values to be used and operators to be used. Then the last step will be to press the enter key on your keyboard, and once you press the enter key, the results is computed. Alright, let me demonstrate it for you. So here we know that we will type our equal sign here and type B. The cell is what? B2. So B2 plus what? C2. This is the traditional way for entering formulas. Press enter. But if you want to use the point and click, what you do is you bring the equal sign. Then instead of typing, you just click the cell containing the value. Once you do that, that cell is selected. Then you type your operator, which is addition here, and then you come and click the second cell containing the value you want to use. Okay, and when you are done, so right now we have created our formula using the point and click. Okay, so you press the enter key. Once you press the enter key, you see that the result is computed here for you. So let us do the same thing for these two. Equals this plus that. Press enter. Okay, so equals click B5 plus, then you click what? This cell here, which is what? C5. Then when you are done, you press the enter key, you have it. So we will do the same for these ones too. We are adding this, that for the senior service. So equals this plus that, enter. This is simple, but of course you need to learn how to type them, because in the exams, if you have not learned how to type them directly, you find it difficult in writing the right formulas on paper. So be conversant with the typing of the formulas first. When you are so conversant, then you come and learn, you come and use the point and click method. Okay, so this plus that, enter. Bring equal this plus that, enter. Okay, bring your equal sign here. This plus that, enter. So now we have two quiz total, we have our exercise total. Now we need the grand total, and the grand total will be the exercise total and what? Quiz total. So simply you bring your equal sign, you click the cell containing the exercise total plus, and then you come and click the cell containing the quiz total, and then you press the enter key. So let us do the same for this. This plus that, enter, equals this plus that, enter, equals this plus that, enter. Okay, so there we have it. We have our grand total. Let me use the rep test on this one. Alright, good. So how will you get 30% of this score? It's simple. Try your hands on these ones and let's see. I'm giving you about pause the video and do it. Okay, pause the video and do it. But when you are done, okay, because of want of time, you should get it, because you can either use this method as you learned, this value here multiplied by 0. So 30 divided by 100 will give us 0.3. So this, press enter. Same way if you use equals this multiplied by into bracket 30 divided by 100 bracket close, you get the same also results. Okay, so equals here this multiplied by 0.3, then this one will give us equals this multiplied by 0.3. okay, so you notice that the 0.3 is constant. Alright, press enter key. So now we have our continuous assessment. Simple as that. Using Excel. So you see that when you start teaching, you don't need to be writing in that SBA book. No, you can use Excel to create your SBA, school-based assessment. Okay. I hope you pause the video before following this. Alright. Let us take our last sample and then we break. Then we will come and continue. This is quite simple. So over in this worksheet, we are to compute. This is, let's say, the salary computation of some people. We are going a bit into our accounting friends job now. Alright, so these are their wages, and we are to compute the bonuses based on the wages. And here we are told that the bonus for each person is 2%, okay, on the wages. Okay, and then after we get the bonus, then we are to compute the gross salary. And here the gross salary will be the sum of the wage and the bonus. Okay, so let us go and type it in there in Excel. You can pause the video and then type. So I'm going to type it over here. Let me reduce this one a bit. I'm using the sniping tool in the Windows 7 operating system, but I think Windows 8, 9, 10 should also have it. So name here, name. Let me copy these names since they are the same here. Put the names here. I just selected, right click, copied, and then came down here and pasted it. Okay, so base wage, then we have bonus, we have gross salary, we have tax, we have net salary. Press enter here. Let me increase the width, height of this this row by clicking wrap text. Okay, so I'll click wrap text. The wages are 2,000, 2,400, 1,800, and 1,100. Alright, bonus is 2% on base wage. So how do we get 2% of this? Simple as what we did over here. Equals this amount here multiplied by is what? 2%, so it will be 0.02, isn't it? Then I'll press the enter key. So the bonus is what? 40. for instance, so equals this multiplied by 0.02, press enter, equals this multiplied by 0.02, enter. Then also have equals this multiplied by 0.02, press enter as well, and there you have your bonuses. I hope you get it. It's not so different from what we did over here. Okay, let us compute the gross salary. We said gross salary is the sum of these two values. So simply equals the value in this cell plus the value in this cell. And then you press the enter key. You have your gross salary. The same here. This value plus that value. Then press enter. Equals this value plus that value. Press enter. Equals this value plus that value. Press enter. So now we have the gross salary. How do we get the tax? According to instruction, the tax is what? 6% on the gross salary that we just computed. So again, simple as what we had here. So we have equals, we say the tax is on the gross, on this. So equals this value multiplied by what? Multiplied by 0.06, okay? Do you get it? Okay, press the enter key. Pause the video and do same for these ones. Compute the results for these ones. So I hope you entered them as we started. Okay, so do for this. When you are done, I want you to compute the net salary for each one of them. Now the net salary will be the deduction of the tax from the gross salary. Okay, so pause the video and compute all those. I hope you got these answers. Okay, if you got these answers, then it means you are picking the Excel very well. Congratulations. But if you didn't, then it means that your formula is wrong. So check your formulas again. There's a way of seeing formulas that you have used in your worksheet. If you want to display the formulas, there's a way to go about it. What you do is you click the formulas tab on your ribbon, and then you come and click show formulas. Once you click show formulas, you notice that the spreadsheet is expanded and all the formulas in the worksheet are displayed, as you can see from here. The formula we use in creating the bonus are shown to us here. Formulas we use in creating the gross are shown to us here. And then formulas we use in creating the taxes are also shown here. And finally, the formulas we use in creating the net salary are shown to us here. So check. If your formulas are not in tandem with these, it means whatever you entered was wrong. If you are satisfied with the form, you can do so. Yeah, you can show the formulas and then print it as it is. Okay. If let's say you are developing it for a school, for your school, for instance, your headmaster wants to see the formula you used, you can just come here and then show the formula and then print it as it is and go and show it to him. Okay. Alright, so when you are done viewing your formulas, you can deactivate the show formulas button. Then we have our computed results. Well done. Alright, so we will take a break and then we will continue our lessons on how to create a formula.